Allowing a customer to submit a new install order directly from your website is another great advantage of ACP. When a customer navigates to your website, you can have a link that will take them directly to the install order page, which is visible here, where they can begin their order. The customer will enter whether they are residents or business. This is a required field. If you'll notice the red asterisk, you can choose to turn off the ability for a business to enter an install order from your website. It does not have to be turned on. That is configurable. The customer would then enter their name and their address. If they are unable to find their address, there is a phone number here that directs them to contact your customer service department. As they start typing, different addresses will come up for their selection. And then they can check service availability to see what products are offered at their service location. For this specific address, we've got residential internet, internet and phone, and just phone service. From a marketing perspective, you can see different options for these service cards to have information. They can have just a paragraph listing out what's included in this service. They can have a dash list item with a subheading, or they could just have a list of bulleted items that describe the service. The customer will select what product they want, and then they can make options based on that selection. Things can be defaulted, so you'll notice these are grayed out. That means an internet speed is required. It defaulted to the 50 by 10 meg. However, the customer does have the option to change that. We'll change it to 100 meg. Then they can select their install charge. Again, you can make this a default where they don't have the ability to remove it. The bottom of the screen, it would give them any one-time charges, monthly charges, and just a summary of what they have ordered. At this point, they have the ability to cancel this selection if they don't like it. It would take them back to the previous screen. They can keep shopping, or they can choose to set up an account, which we will do today. On the Setup Account screen, we will start entering more personal information directly related to the customer. Notice the red asterisks again mean that that field is a required field, and some of the information was brought in directly from your service location. So now we see a phone number is missing, so we need to enter our phone number. And an email address is required as well. We will enter our email address. There is a selection for a billing date. This is based on bill cycle. So if you only have one bill cycle, there would only be one option here. If you had multiple ones, there could potentially be multiple options for selection. Hit continue, and we'll go to the privacy and security screen. So a privacy policy is displayed here, or link is displayed here. The customer can click on that and view your privacy policy. They are also required to set up a CP&I password at this point as well. There is a security question they need to enter. You can have more than one question required under the security questions. That is based on your business needs. And then we have to enter your CP&I notifications, where they would be mailed to or delivered to. If they choose email, they would be required to enter their email address, or they can have it just mailed to their billing address. The next section is about restricting use of their CP&I information, internal and external marketing. After the colon, the information is customizable to you, the client. They would hit continue, and they get the terms of service. The terms of service can be words like you see here, or it can be a link directly to your website, which may already have all the information listed there. So you may not want to repeat it and just let them link to it that way. They do have to agree to the terms of service before they can continue. They would then complete the account setup and they'll get a summary of their order. If I had given them a promo code, they could enter that here and hit apply, and it would apply the promo to the account. Down at the bottom, there's a summary of charges. It gives them their estimated bill. It also shows them their partial month charges based on their bill cycle date and what that amount would be. There could be taxes and fees associated with this service, and if so, they would be listed here. And there is a tax exempt option that can be turned on or off. Your total estimated bill is $211.65. At this point, the customer can choose to keep shopping, or they can continue and place their order. There is a scheduling option that can be turned on before they hit place order. The next screen would be to schedule their order. And there are parameters that you, the client, would set up that would dictate when they can schedule and what kind of a time slot they had, or that can be turned off as it is in this case. And you, the client, can contact the customer to set up that install. We will place our order now. And the next screen that we get is a thank you for your order. And it gives you your new account number and your CP&I password. Also says what the order effective date would be. Obviously, this will change based on when the install actually happens. It gives them their order number and their estimated bill amount. They can view the receipt and print it from here. It's just the same as the order summary, but it is in a more print-friendly page. Or they can continue from here and set up their online access. If they choose to continue to set up their online access, they would come to the register account page and they would follow the previous video that you watched on registering an account. So that is how a brand new customer would place an install order directly from your website.